I don't want to become a pathetic rock and roller and take a slow climb down like a lot of people do, so I won't be doing Crocodile Rock in 6 years' time. I don't want to be Chuck Berry. When I'm 40, I don't want to be charging around the countryside doing concerts. Here we are.
Do you feel, or do you think that you're going to end up a kind of sort of a middle-aged ex-rock star, or what?
God forbid, no. I hopefully got 2 or 3 years left where I can have a good time. As long as you're having a good time, then you're okay. And I am still having a good time.
I must ask you how it feels to be 30.
It doesn't feel any different to me, actually. People have been asking me that all day. How does it feel to be 30? It doesn't feel any different. It hasn't sunk in yet. I don't know. I just feel absolutely normal. What a stupid thing to say.
But do you think it's actually going to make a difference to your career? I mean, do you think perhaps you are getting to the stage now where you're getting a bit old for the pop business?
I don't really consider age to be that important, but I must admit there are many other things in my life that I want to do apart from record and tour around the world. I mean, I have many more strings to my bow now, and I'm much happier about it. I think you have to spread your wings a little bit, because otherwise you get bored with what you're doing.
I should think also it can actually put you a bit out of touch with the young teenage fans, can't it? The older you get.
Yeah, I mean, I look at TV programs and I'm going, God, they're dreadful, you know. God, they shouldn't be allowed on TV. And I think, I sound like my mother when I first started out. You know, she was always criticising. I don't lose touch. I listen to a lot of records and I listen to the radio and I read a lot. But as I say, it's not so much of an important thing to me anymore. As it was when I first started out in 1969.
When you see groups like Wham,
they're fabulous.
Or Duran Duran,
they're great, and I like Boy George, and I think it's very unfair to pick on them because go and see them first and then make up your mind. And I've met these bands, and they've got so much energy they make you feel exhausted, because that's how Bernie and I used to be at 21 years of age, seeing Wham, seeing George, seeing those bands, Nick Kershaw and people like that. Fabulous. Oh, good luck to them. They're making great music. They're not doing anybody any harm, and I think give them a chance. You know, they're great. I really enjoy their music, and I think it's very silly just to dismiss things.
Yeah. But you looking at them, do they make you feel your age?
I do feel like a grandfather when I walk into the dressing room. You know, it's kind of like meeting the Queen. Don't say anything. But it's kind of like, what do you say? There is an age gap. One feels an age gap. But they've always made me feel very welcome, and I'm basically a shy person anyway. And I do feel a difference. But some of the music they're making is tremendous, and they've always been very, very nice to me.
Do you feel that your flamboyance has diminished? Do you feel that you've changed at all? I mean, marriage and settling down obviously is bound to change.
I'm getting a bit more hinge and bracket, really, I suppose, in that direction. I'll always be sort of flamboyant in a certain way. I don't want to lose that part of that. But yes, I've toned down. I've had to tone down for my football club, for example, because there's no way I could turn up to Watford in this suit, otherwise the manager would fire me. Absolutely true. And I wouldn't dream of it.
No, it's kind of gratifying to still be able to make records that do get in the charts, even though, you know, the peak of my career, I had the records that came in, the albums that came in at #1 and everything. Those things don't happen anymore because there's a new range of, bunch of people around. But it's still nice to be able to be amongst them. There's a real whole new generation of other.
Do you actually feel, though, that you've been in the business that length of time, or is it just
sometimes when I look at the other ones, yes, the newer contingent, absolutely, I kind of feel like a bit of a grandfather, and I'm not even 40 yet, but you do tend to see it, because when you look at someone like George Michael, who's 21, and see how much talent he's got, and so how he's got his head screwed on there, it's quite frightening. At 21, I was a hopeless mess. So I didn't even make records. So yes, I do feel kind of old sometimes.
I feel very young again. It's like, this is fun, let's do it. The moment it stops being fun, then I will stop again. But it's if you're a musician and you're creative, and you feel creative, then go out there and do it. If it's becoming a routine, just stop.
40 years young.
Yeah, 40 years. I mean, I feel the same way as I did in 1970. I'm just like a little kid. There's that side of me that makes me very happy when I'm just bouncing all the time, and that's happening at the moment. I've got to be very thankful for that after all this time. After 16 years, you serious? I feel like I do now. It's incredible.
Looking at you, for people who perhaps have not seen you in a few years, I mean, you're wearing this nice, attractive suede outfit, nothing outrageous. Is the outrageousness part of it over?
I'm 47 on the next birthday.
Yeah, you can. Listen, now you can be eccentric. You can move into the next
I think
stage.
I'm more eccentric than outrageous. I mean, I went through those costumes and I had fun doing it. The costumes used to hide a lot,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
They used to cover up. Because I was quite large too, I used to think, well, I'll wear a big outfit and people won't notice how large I am. Of course, it accentuated the size. And people, people looked at you more because you look kind of outrageous.
Did you change with the times, or do you think new people just discovered you all along the way?
I don't think I've changed along the times very much. I mean, there's been so much new music happening while I've been writing songs. I mean, the punk thing came in the early 80s, and then black music completely changed with rap coming in and hip-hop. And I have to just stick with what I'm good at. I did once make a disco album when the disco broke, yeah. And that was, it was a good idea, but it was too late, really, and it didn't really work too well. And so I just tried to stay clear of all the fads and just do what I do best, which is write songs with Bernie.
But your outfit's changed over the years, but not the music.
Everything's changed. Oh, the
You
waistline
had some
goes up, he
doozies.
goes
Whoa.
down, he goes up, he goes down. Yeah, there's a lot of things that have changed. I mean, God, in 26 years, if nothing changes, then you're in a pretty bad way.
I don't want to become a pathetic rock and roller and take a slow climb down like a lot of people do. So I won't be doing crocodile rock in 6 years' time. I don't want to be Chuck Berry. When I'm 40, I don't want to be charging around the countryside doing concerts. Here we are.
Me and my big mouth, right?
As I said on the first night, it's always great to come back to this area.
Rock and roll per se is a young man's business, and it still is. I mean, all the young bands that are happening now, good luck to them. And it's, I don't consider myself a rock and roll artist. I mean, we play rock and roll on stage, but I consider myself as a singer-songwriter who plays the piano, which is probably what I've always been. But if I gave up playing music, it would be like, for me, kind of having to, I don't know, it'd be like losing an arm or something. You can make records, you can write songs, and they're very enjoyable processes sometimes. But playing live to people and having that contact and that love between the artist and its audience is irreplaceable.
During this interview, Elton referred often to his age, which prompted the obvious question, do you feel old?
No, I don't. But I mean, as I said before, we do live in an ageist society. We do, people like Jamiroquai find it hard to get played on Radio 1 in England. I mean, and come on, that's ridiculous. And radio stations, it's all fragmented now. So if you've got a great record and you're 40 years of age, it's hard to get it played on a hip radio station.
Are you worried about getting older? 57 these days is very young.
I'm quite proud of getting older and still being able to do shows like this.
I am not a fashion expert, so this has been told to me by staff, that you wore a Yohji Yamamoto black suit last night with a silver tie. Downright plain compared to other costumes you've worn.
Yeah.
Is this correct?
It is correct, yes.
What happened?
Well, I mean, I couldn't wear some of my giant chicken outfits to the Oscar party, A, because I wouldn't fit in them anymore, and B, because, I'm 61 years of age in next month, and, I don't dress as flamboyantly as I used to. But I still had, a nice silver Chanel tie and a sparkly shirt, but it's, there are certain things that I don't do anymore.
Because of your age and maturity?
Yeah, and you don't feel like, as you get older, you change the way you think, the way you dress. I always like to dress a little differently from other people, but I'm nowhere near the fashion victim that I was a long time ago.